5,192 days. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how many days it's been since Lake Orion has defeated the Stoney Creek Cougars. Hello, everybody. I'm Lyndon Potter, joined by my co-host, Reese Meach. Reese, are we going to see history, or are we going to say the same old Lake Orion losing to the Stoney Creek Cougars?
Tonight in Lake Orion, Michigan, I believe we are about to see some history. Just a couple days ago, the Dragons defeated a great Rochester Adams team. Didn't even defeat them, blew through them, beating them by a remarkable 24 points. They're breathing fire right now. They're hot. They look good against Rochester teams. Now they're playing Stoney Creek. Let's see if they can keep breathing that fire and roll right through them.
Now, Reese, this team, these Lake Orion Dragons, started 2-1, then went on a 9-game win streak. Since then, they are 4-4 in the regular season, now 1-0 in the playoffs, so 5-4 since that hot streak. I have to ask you, did they get hot too early, or are they just getting started?
No, I believe that's just a glimpse for us to see how truly great they can be. I think they might be peaking at the right time, heading right into playoffs, and it takes us 7 games to get to the state championship, and they did it. They already had a 9-game win streak. Let's see if they can hop back on a big win streak and make a run.
Well, it's just game number 2. This is the first time the Lady Dragons have gotten this far in the playoffs since 2010. We'll see what they can do with this opportunity. Now, I wanted to bring up the records. Lake Orion Dragons are coming in 16-5. Cougars 14-6. Don't let that deceive you, though. Cougars have had a way harder schedule with all of their losses coming to teams who Lake Orion hasn't even played. So it's really tough to compare the competition. Unless you want to look back at game number 3 for Lake Orion, game number 2 for Stoney Creek, where these two teams went at it 54-36, where the Cougars won that one. Tip-off is won by Stoney Creek.
The chills are riddling through the Coliseum here, folks, as the game begins.
Yeah, that pass will be knocked out of here, right into the student section. Smaller than we'd like.
Yeah. You know, you think this might be the last time the Dragons play this season. Maybe wish for a better crowd.
Pass is in there. Stoppage on the court. Foul on the Cougars.
And the Dragons are going to have to capitalize. Stoney Creek coughs up the ball right away with a dumb little mistake. Now this is where you got to capitalize to win big games like this.
Yeah, Everett there, number 20. Putting some moves on 21. That's Demetrol. Now inside to Peplowski. She'll go toward the basket. However, on the way there, took a few too many steps.
Travel and Peplowski already 2 wasted possessions for both teams. Just, you know, these are the mistakes that are going to lead to who wins and loses this game.
Yeah, La Prairie, 1 of 2 of the La Prairie sisters here tonight, number 20. Now with Carson. Goes in toward, puts it up, and took too many steps as well. Already coming in, 2 travels so far, not even a minute into the game. We'll see if the refs keep this trend going or maybe take it back.
You know, I mean, a travel's a travel at the end of the day. But it's just maybe some start of the game jitters. They're getting the butterflies out. Once these teams both warm up, I mean, you could see a very high-scoring game. Both very fast, high-paced offensive teams.
Wiegers goes up, blocked by the rim there. Reeled in by 15, Sydney La Prairie, the other half of the La Prairie sisters. And ladies and gentlemen, another travel.
The court might be sticky tonight, folks. Looks like their feet are just dragging a little bit.
All of these travels have been called on veteran players. Juniors for Stoney Creek, senior for Lake Orion. Dinda now. Ebert back down to Wiegers. Inside to Poplowski. There'll be a foul there. Dragons will keep the ball.
That's Stoney Creek's first foul of the game.
Thrown in there to Wiegers. Now back to Ebert. Enters the arc. Now Dinda looks around. Kylie Heck for 3. Starts us off with a miss. Taken in there by Sydney La Prairie.
And on the Dragons' first 4 possessions, 0 points.
Yeah, La Prairie, she'll take a step inside the arc, trying it. No good. Wiegers now screaming down. And that pass, trying to find Dinda, stolen. That'll be a jump ball. Possession and arrow says it'll stay with the Dragons.
Both teams looking a little offensively confused. Let's see if they can figure each other out.
Peplowski now with the basketball. Drops it off to Ebert at the top of your screen. Dinda, 4-3. No good on that one. Taken back in by Sydney LaPrairie.
And it looks like the Dragons are getting these open 3 shots, but just haven't been able to dink one down just yet.
Mia Carson now with it. Finds Sarah LaPrairie. Not. Heck, we'll steal that. Ebert now on the other side. Back out to Wiegers. Pick there by Heck. Now to her. Thinks about the 3 and takes too many steps on that one.
And they're calling a travel on that one. Doesn't really look like she agrees with it much, but that is already the 3rd travel on the night.
Stoney Creek now with it. Sarah LaPrairie. She's the younger LaPrairie at a sophomore. And that ball's out of here. Number 40, Ryan Pawalczyk will be checking in to the game. And now I know, Reese, you did get to commentate this last game the Dragons played on Monday. Talk about Pawalczyk's performance during that game.
Man, she was something else. Came off on the night with 14 points as a sophomore. Had at least 3 steals and a handful of rebounds. I mean, she was on her game. Let's see if she can keep that playoff nickname going, Playoff Pawalczyk.
Yeah, she actually led the team on Monday. Well, stoppage again. Ball will be going toward the Cougars. Throwing this one in is Sydney LaPrairie. Connects with Kendall Biffett, number 1.
Stoney Creek taking it up the court, and it looks like the LaPrairie sisters are going to try to get something going here.
Skorich now. Throws it back out. Skorich for 3. No good. Taken in there by Taylor Dinda. And she's knocked to the ground. Bridges wants a call. Won't get it. And that ball's out of here. But Lake Orion will stay with it.
Cougars were almost sure that was their ball, but the ref said that. Nope.
Yeah, head coach Kellen James wanted that one as the ball was right in front of him.
Well, Colin, there's a good quote that my mom always tells me: you can't always get what you want.
Amen to that one, brother. Pawalczyk gives that one out to Ebert. You just see her body and people on the court. Dinda, that one's short. And we are halfway through this first quarter and not a single point. Let's see if that changes right here with Skorich. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't.
And clean D from playoff Pawalczyk in the post. This is why she's getting more minutes this game.
That's a foul there. She'll be shooting 2. Yes, she will, and it's Milana Skorich.
Milana Skorich. Expect her to see her at the line a lot tonight. Big, tall post body. Who's probably going to be getting fouled a little bit.
Yeah, she's the tallest player on the Cougars, standing at 6 foot. And I believe that beats anyone on the Dragons.
Yes, Linda, that indeed does. The Dragons do not have a single 6-footer.
First point of the night there. Skorich will get it. She'll go 2 for 2. Ebert now with it. Wiegers with it. Loses it, gets it back. Now to Dinda. Drops it off. Pawalczyk in the paint. Loses her footing. Ladies and gentlemen, another travel.
The 4th travel on the night. This is something you don't see, especially 2 teams that are already 1 round in the playoffs. I mean, these are good basketball teams. I think the defense is just so great, so uptight, it's forcing them to maybe shuffle and jive. and turn it into a treble.
Push on opportunities that aren't exactly 100% open, which gets you maybe tripping over a couple feet, dragging your own, getting that traveling call. Now at the top, back around to 20. La Prairie goes up, bounces out, reeled in there finally by her sister. Drops it back off.
And it looks like 13 was wide open in the paint for a couple seconds and just didn't even get seen. She's not happy with that.
Yeah, that was Aaron Flynn, and that pass finally finds a Cougar. And that's Sarah La Prairie's three, no good. And then Carson blocked by the backboard. Ebert deep pass to Heck. Heck tried to go toward the basket. She'll lose it. We'll see who that's knocked out on. That's off a Lake Orion Dragon. Cougars ball.
And that was a good play by the Cougar right there to throw the ball right back at the Dragon. Her ball. Veteran move.
Yeah, I bet she actually didn't even touch it. Still going to be out on Dragons. She says, nah, let me throw it off a Dragon. Let me put a little salt in the wound, show them what we're all about.
This is playoff basketball, ladies and gentlemen. It might get a little chippy.
Wishmeyer's in the game for the Dragons. There's a three. Say it with me, Reese. Air ball.
Air ball.
Uyghurs will be throwing this one in, number
Lyndon,
23.
We are 6 minutes into this game. There's only been 2 points scored. Dragons have come up with 0.
And those 2 points, free throws.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a low-scoring affair tonight.
Hey, I've seen these Dragons have a low-scoring first quarter, and then all of a sudden Bob Bridges draws something up in between first and second quarter and gets something going. We'll see what happens here tonight.
Bob Bridges, more like Bobby Knight, ladies and gentlemen.
La Prairie, no good. Taken in by Pawalczyk. And that pass to Everett will be stolen, but a timeout. Very good call by Coach Bridges.
Exactly. I just brought up the Bobby Knight comparison. You know, that's great coaching, as you see right there. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Lake Orion High School Dragons broadcast program. You can watch LOHS sports and events all year. That includes varsity boys and varsity girls basketball. Tomorrow, the varsity boys play in their final game of the regular season. First place is on the line when they host Birmingham Groves at 7 p.m. And the girls' playoff continue this Friday with the district final at 6 p.m. It costs less than $11 per month to watch the sporting events, and nearly half of the subscription money goes back to our LOHS program. Tune in online at www.dragonbroadcasting.org.
Now, Reese, you mentioned these Lake Orion boys Dragons, boys basketball. What a game last night.
Almost down to the wire.
Yeah, 9-point deficit. Came back, had I think like a 7-point lead. Lost it on the game winner, however.
Alden Rick just flopped, man. He had the three and just bricks it.
We'll get back to the girls basketball here. McCaffrey enters the paint, drops it off. No good. That's 3 there by Stroshine. That's a foul there.
Maybe not who you want taking the 3. A sophomore post player, kind of contested. You're going to stray away from her taking the shots.
Yeah, especially with Kylie Heck on the court. That's who, out of these players, maybe even Everett, who I'd want taking that 3.
100%. And a dark horse, Jody McCaffrey, who's just been, doesn't get the most PT in the world, but she's been consistent all season long.
And I don't know if we saw it there, but that was another travel.
That makes the 5th one of the game tonight, folks. This is the story of the game.
Who can dribble the basketball more?
Tuesday, it was all about the fouls. We got over 35 fouls. Monday, excuse me. But today, on this fine Wednesday afternoon, it looks like it might be the travel.
McCaffrey tries to get it toward the basket, and that'll be a foul.
And one of our SBC own, Noah Perillo, throwing the ball in back to a ref. Love to see it.
Everett throwing this one in for the game, though. Back around to Dinda. Makes a woman miss. Bounces it off to McCaffrey. Now to Wiegers. Back to Dinda. Dinda, she can shoot a three. Won't. McCaffrey will. Hits the top of the backboard. So that'll be going in the Cougars' direction.
And again, this three ball has not been hitting for the Dragons, as they still have no first quarter points with 7 minutes and 30 seconds have been played.
Yeah, just under 30 left. Full court press here, trying to get a quick turnover. They won't. 15 goes up. That's La Prairie. And a foul on number 25, McCaffrey.
Man, let me tell you, La Prairie can run like a prairie dog right through those Dragons.
And I gotta assume it's helpful to have your sister on the court. It's that chemistry.
It's that love.
You've been around each other, sophomore, so I'm assuming about 16 years. Got to equate to something on the court. And these Cougars are 4 for 4 on the free throws. Dragons have to clean up their act if they want them off the scoreboard. And just like that, a quick mistake. Ebert tries to give that one to Dinda. Instead, it goes into the corner of the Coliseum, not in the field of play.
100% again, just another missed opportunity for the Dragons. You know, when we've seen the Dragons lose this season, which has only been 5 times, it's just those nights where they just don't really go and capitalize on their opportunities, you know.
Of course, Everett steals that one. Just 5 seconds left. That's Grace Sullivan. Has to chuck it up 3 quarters. Gets it to about the free throw line. Ladies and gentlemen, 4-0 lead by Stoney Creek Cougars. Dragons will look to rebound. Stoney Creek will look to get some points on the board that are not free throws. We'll see you guys after this short break in the second quarter.
If you are a student athlete in Michigan with at least a 3.5 GPA, you can apply for the MHSA Scholar Athlete Award. Each year, in partnership with Farm Bureau Insurance, 32 seniors are selected. And this year, each student will receive a $2,000 scholarship for their work both on and off the court. This is something Farm Bureau and the MHSA have done for 33 years now. We're approaching $1 million in total scholarship money handed out over the life of the program. To be eligible, student athletes must have a 3.5 grade point average, earned at least 1 varsity letter in an MHSA-sponsored sport, and fill out an application which includes an essay about the importance of sportsmanship in educational athletics. The application deadline is December 3rd. For more information, go to MHSA.com, and to apply, check with your high school athletic director.
Welcome back to the Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We have an exciting second quarter ahead of us. 4-0 lead by the Cougars. Now, Reese, 5 traveling calls.
It's been absurd. This is something you not see in the varsity basketball quite often. I mean, it's a playoff game. I get it. There's some jitters. But you're telling me 4 points is all we get in the first quarter and 5 traveling calls? I mean, sloppy basketball by both teams here today.
And all 4 by free throws.
100%. Both these offenses need to figure out what they're doing. Poor performances for both of them.
Now, you could say poor, or you could say great job of these defenses.
I've seen it more as sloppy basketball. Bad shots, just like that one. You take a 3 when maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, that was just not a good shot.
Yeah, that was Mia Carson's 3. Reeled in there by the Cougars again. La Prairie under the basket. No good. Rebound. Rolls its way out. Taylor Niddon will get the rebound.
Now,
you got to make one. You have to make one of those.
100%. But also, that's beautiful basketball. Somehow not fouled. And one!
Rose Shine will put it up. No good. Kylie Heck says, I'll do it.
And that is what the Dragons are going to need. A little spark of energy, some points on the board. With this free throw made right here, they can make it a 1-point game.
Kylie Heck, she's always been good from the free throw so far this season. I'd hate to jinx her. But let's see what she can do here from the line.
Man, she's just one of them dogs. She has it in her. 3rd year on varsity, only a junior. Absolute baller.
Now, 3rd year on varsity as a junior. You can only have 3 years on varsity.
So she's been on varsity since her freshman year.
Yeah, she'll miss that one, though. Still a 1-score game. And looks to have a little bit of debris. Looks like a coin. I wonder if it was heads or tails.
Man, we always go with tails around here. We got the Teraminas laughing at the stand. You know, this is good old Coliseum jitter.
I would hope it was a heads. I don't want to wish any bad luck on that referee. Back into the game though. LaPrairie needs something new on offense. Gets it down under 15. Her sister. No good. Heck now. Back to Uyghurs. Uyghurs running out of time. Needs to get across this line. We'll get to Heck. Heck goes around. Loses it. Stolen there by Sydney LaPrairie. As she'll wait for her team to regroup. Her sister for 3. Another missed 3 here by the Cougars, Reese.
And again, this is what I was saying earlier. Yes, there has been. It looks like that jump ball is going to the Cougars, but like I was saying earlier.
Lake Orion, actually.
Oh, my fault. But like I was saying earlier in the game, Lyndon, you asked if it's been good defense or poor offense. We have seen some specks of good defense. But like again there, you're going to do a pull-up 3 when you know you can't make that, when you can't shoot that well. I mean, come on.
Stroshine loses it. Sarah LaPrairie with it. Drops it off to Carson. Carson goes toward the basket, just puts up a wild shot. And then LaPrairie blocked by the rim. It's just like that. Take your time. I think that they think that they haven't scored that much. They're trying to regroup and get some points, but they're taking these bad shots that have no chance of going in, that are really going to cost them in the long run as the Cougars just get that ball right back. And Heck will take that one. Not before the 6th travel of the night. Meach, what's going on here?
A sticky court in the Coliseum is the only thing I'm thinking, Lyndon. And again, horrible offense being displayed. You have a 4-on-1 break. You know how rare it is you get a 2-on-1, let alone a 3-on-1, let alone a 4-on-1, and you fumble it. This is poor offense we're seeing right here.
See what the Dragons can do.
They sub in senior Katie Van Heck, who could really help them out in the post.
Peplowski, jump shot. 2 points, ties it up here in the Coliseum, 4-4. Let's talk about Katie Van Heck, though. First game of the season was senior night. Last home game of the regular season. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 games into the postseason. Not that long ago, she just got her start in the court after being injured. As you see, the knee brace. She's had a tough time with that knee. That shot, no good. Next shot, no good.
Good defense from Van Heck, and that's exactly why I brought her up. She's going to be a force into this game. If she can really make big plays in the post, it can be huge.
And there, after a missed jump shot, Sydney LaPrairie goes up and gets that one. Katie Van Heck outside the arc. Drops it off to Dinda. Loses it, can't dribble anymore. Needs to get this one out. Finds Uyghurs. And ladies and gentlemen, number 7 travel.
The travels are racking up. Man, I do not know what it is tonight, but you cannot move that pivot foot. Those refs are looking out for it.
Maybe just something left over from the last game. You know, we saw 38-21 Rochester beating Ike, meaning the winner of this will play Rochester on Friday here in Lake Orion. That bounce pass blocked by Kylie Heck's foot, and that's a jump ball. Cougars will keep it. Wishmeyer coming back in, taking Dinda out.
And with Wishmeyer in, they better be guarding the perimeter. Does she have a strap? Oh, my.
Yeah, I've seen her go 3 for 3 like it's nothing. And that quick pass. Now, Wishmeyer does have a struggle on defense, I will say, and it exposed right there as they get a quick layup.
And maybe that's maybe why she's not getting her full set of minutes. You know, you really got to be able to play both ways.
Wishmeyer for 3, however. Swish! Right in the basket.
And exactly what we were just saying. That's why you put Wishmeyer in, because she can shoot that 3.
And I'll say the most important part, obviously the points. Second most important, look at the bench. They might not be showing it now, but they jumped up in excitement there. That was Carson's 3, no good.
Now the Dragons have a little bit of energy. What a pass.
Heck, down late. 3-on-1, and she draws the foul.
See, this is exactly what the Dragons needed. A little bit of life, a little bit of energy. Now she has a chance at 2. 1 to tie, 1 to take the lead.
Heck so far is 66% from the line. 2 for 1.
Bang.
75% now.
And a good hit from Heck. Like I said, even as a junior, a veteran player. I mean, most of this team, they only have 2 seniors that really get a lot of PT. So the rest of this team is full of juniors and sophomores who are going to come back next year. The Dragons have a bright future.
And just there, Lake Orion gets the lead, 9-8 here in the Coliseum. Sydney LaPrairie throws it out to Beffett. Benfit now tries to go up. Jump ball called. Looks like Eber had her hands in there. Possession arrow will be saying Dragons ball. Just 3:30 left the second quarter. As Uyghurs will throw this one in to Eber. Uyghurs to Van Heck. Tries to get around, and number 8 travel, and the Coliseum disagrees.
And, you know, again, just they're looking for travels, but I didn't really see that one there, Lyndon. I mean, more I would have called a foul on the defense. They looked a little bit handsy, but hey, these are the officials. Great men.
Benfet with it. Number 9, travel. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen a game quite like this one.
This is quite unbelievable. This might rack up to the amount of 9 fouls might be what the Dragons have had. I mean, 9 travels might be the amount of travels they've had in the second half of the season.
Katie Van Heck will throw this one to Ebert. Uyghurs at the bottom. Now to Wishmeyer. Puts some moves, gives it to Ebert. Gets the pick from Van Heck. Now to Wishmeyer again. Wishmeyer inside the arc. No good. Wishmeyer tries to get that one, rolls on top, gives it to Uyghurs. The steal is good.
And Wishmeyer with an absolute hustle play. These people want it. They leave Wishmeyer open, but she doesn't take it.
Dinda now. Ebert wide open. It'll be White's ball. Foul on, I believe that's 20. To Sarah LaPrairie.
The Dragons are up 1, looking to extend this lead. Let me tell you, folks.
Yeah, LaPrairie will actually exit the game. 2 fouls, not even the halftime yet. Gotta imagine Coach James here is saying, we can't risk this one. Can't risk her fouling out. We'll need her later in this game. Let's take her out.
LaPrairie's too much for them, folks.
Dinda for 3. Air ball. Rebound taken in by 21. Demetrol. That's a foul there on
Taylor Dinda.
Taylor Dinda, number 24 of the Dragons. 4 fouls committed by each team here in the first half. As Carson will take this one cross half. Demetrol. Carson around to LaPrairie. Cougars just struggling to enter the arc until that miss there by Dinda. And they capitalize with the jump shot there. 2 points for the Cougars.
And that gives them a Cougar lead. Dragons might go back and retake this lead, though.
Ebert enters the, they'll call no shot. It was a foul on the Cougars, though. McCaffrey comes back into the game. She'll take Dinda out.
Giving Dinda a little bit of a breather.
Demetrol will take a seat for Flynn.
Playoff P still in. Playing some solid post play.
Ebert at the top now to Uyghurs. Now Wishmeyer for 3. That one's too good to the left.
Too good to the left it was, my friend.
Carson with it. Jump shot, La Prairie rolls its way into the basket. Now a 3-point lead here by the Cougars. 1 minute left in this half.
And Wishmeyer just got back cut by La Prairie. Old textbook move by La Prairie. Great move.
Ebert drops it off. Kowalczyk, number 10 travel.
This is quite absurd. I mean, that one was just obviously a travel, but just the amount of travels, I just can't get over it, Lennon. It is insane.
Insane it is, Mr. Meach.
Leaving me speechless.
Benfet.
You know, when you do this for so long, you think you see it all.
You've never truly seen it all in the Coliseum as Ebert will get that steal. Gives that one to Wiegers. Now to Kowalczyk. Tries to go toward the basket, drops it off to McCaffrey. Now to Wishmeyer for 3. How about that? Tie game with 10 seconds remaining. Benfet now with it.
And that puts Wishmeyer at 6 points, half the team's points.
Jump shot, Flynn. Wow, just like that. 3-point lead there as the time expires in the first half. What a way to end that. We'll see you guys after this break as we return to the Coliseum. Cougars up 15 over the Lake Orion Dragons with 12.
Speechless.
The 2022 basketball finals will be at the Breslin Center March 19th for the girls, March 26th for the boys. Let's look back to see how last year's champions were crowned. Starting with the girls in Division I. Hudsonville beat Detroit Renaissance 65-61.
She's a vital part of what Renaissance wants to do. As here comes Hudsonville. Ashlyn Bailey underneath, kicks it out. Extra pass, and the finish. J.C. Tubingen, one more time. And it's Hudsonville who hangs on, 65-61.
In Division II, Portland beat Newaygo 52-32.
Years. Densmore with the clock bleeding down, beats the buzzer, and gives Portland an 8-point lead as they go to the locker room.
Might not be done here.
Guilford has been outstanding. 14 points. Extra pass. Bauer hits.
See how explosive they are?
And that's going to do it. In a season unlike any other, for the first time ever, the Portland Raiders, state champs in girls basketball.
In Division III, it was Grass Lake 52, Kent City 50.
No good for Gears. Marguser ahead of the pack again, and it falls in.
She's like a one-person break. How many times has she been out ahead of the field? Kent City a lot of credit because their defense really stepped up, and they seized that opportunity.
Avery Cabana, one of the biggest shots of her life. Music to Warriors fans' ears. For the first time in school history, Grass Lake, state champions.
And in Division IV, Fowler beat Bel Air 54-20.
Because they've been very present to challenge a lot of those shots at the front of the rim.
Mia Riley. She has scored the last 8 points for the Eagles. Might have got a little hand in there. But as it were, Fowler basketball and a beautiful stroke from Avery Koenigsneck. How about this? The Fowler Lady Eagles, on the 30th anniversary of the school's first and only state championship back in 1991, have done it again.
On the boys' side in Division I, Grand Blanc 45, Ann Arbor Huron 36.
And roll.
How about R.J. Taylor from the corner? Scratch that. That is Josh Recksteiner. Saved by Edmondson. But who's going to get to it? It's Grand Blanc. And off the window, Amante Allen Johnson. Champions in Division I, the Grand Blanc Bobcats.
In Division II, Grand Rapids Catholic Central beat Battle Creek Penfield 77-54.
Brown has been hitting the turbo all day. Drive and kick. Brooks hits.
What a great idea. If you don't like playing against a good defensive team like Penfield, hit before they even set up.
Under 5.5 to go. Karasinski, no doubt about it. They're not just a football school. For the first time in school history, they're champs in hoops.
In Division 3, Flint Beecher beat Iron Mountain 75-47.
Pull it out if we want, guys. We got this double-digit lead. No need to put pressure on ourselves here. Menafield stepping back. Oh, my goodness! Another steal. Menafield scooping one home.
Congratulations to Mike Williams and the Flint Beecher Bucks. They do it again. 17 years for Williams. This is his 6th title. Really good ball club.
And in D4, Detroit Douglas 47, Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian 41.
Looking up from the logo.
Whoa! Holy cow!
Bombs away to end the half and take a lead.
And Douglas stretching that lead. Now to 7 points in the steal. Look out! Oh, mercy!
Slam! Dun, dun, dun.
Detroit Douglas, champions in Division 4. Final score, Detroit Douglas
47. Do you know the biggest difference between a pickup game and organized high school sports? The answer is obvious. It's officials. School sports is more than just kicking a ball or running fast. They're an extension of a student's education and the classroom. An official can help teach the importance of following the rules, impartiality, and most importantly, fairness.
Captain of the football team, correct? Represents leadership and sportsmanship, right? You guys set the good examples for your fellow teammates, okay? All right, we have a problem with one of your fellow teammates, we'll come and ask you to take care of the problem, okay?
But the need for officials has never been greater. There are some benefits to becoming an official, like staying in shape, staying involved in the sports you played as a young person, networking, and of course, you can earn some pretty good extra money while doing all of that. It's easy to sign up. Just go to mhsaa.com/officials and click register now. Now is a great time for you to get involved in your community and give something back to our kids. There's help wanted. We need you to whistle. For more information, visit our website at mhsaa.com.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Today we'd like to talk to you about the MHSAA's Legacy Officiating Program.
The Legacy Officials Program gives high school students their first taste of officiating, helping them literally earn their stripes working junior high, middle school, and sub-varsity contests. All Legacy officials have a local sponsor, a mentor, a veteran official who helps arrange games and observes and critiques their work. Legacy officials learn about the time it takes to study, practice, improve their officiating skills, and about the time commitment their adult counterparts put into their work. The program helps them better understand the rules of the game, the role of officials, and the importance of sportsmanship.
Nice job, number 12. Thanks.
It's also not a bad way for a high school kid to earn a little money. Every year, legacy officials are honored at the MHSAA's annual Officials Awards and Alumni Banquet, where one graduating senior is awarded a modest college scholarship. Since its inception, nearly 2,000 students have taken part in the Legacy program, with between 100 and 150 participants in any given year, and we can always use more.
To learn more about the MHSAA's Legacy Officiating Program or to become a game official, visit MHSAA.com.
There's help wanted, just whistle.
Welcome back to the Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. The Stoney Creek Cougars taking on the Lake Orion Dragons at home for the second round of district playoffs. I'm Leonard Potter, Reese Meach. 15-12 games, Stoney Creek Cougars have a 3-point lead over the Dragons. Reese, what did we see in this first half?
We saw an epic defensive battle. Like I said, maybe not the best defense in the world being played, but we're going to see what we get here in the second half. I'm predicting both teams win in. Both great coaches, as I was the one who said Bridges reminds me a little bit of Bobby Knight.
Yes,
He's
sir.
an all-time Indiana legend. So I think they both went in the locker room, drew something up. They're going to come out. Their offenses are know what to do. Expect some high-velocity offense.
The Cougars only have 3 players that have scored taking out free throws. That'd be Mia Carson, Aaron Flynn, and the older LaPrairie Sydney. But then also having Scorich with 2 free throws. They're going to really have to lean on these players to try and get on the board without free throws because you're not guaranteed free throws. Then on the Dragons side, Wishmeyer drops a 3 again, 6 points. And
Half
then
the team's points.
Yeah, right there. Jump shot by Peplowski will get 2 points for her. And then 2 points and 2 free throws by Kylie Heck.
100%. I'm excited for this second half, Lyndon. We are going to see a lot of people bouncing around, high pace. I mean, both these teams are fast. Neither of them really have a big. I mean, Stoney has one girl over 6 foot.
6
but
foot.
Melina, she's not even slow. She's fast. So they're going to be pushing this fast-paced offense all game.
Cougars will start this game with it, or start this half with it. Down to Demetral. Now to Scorch, the 6 foot. Just talking about her. Now that's Demetral. Thought about the 3. Carson dumps it off back to Demetral. LaPrairie. LaPrairie has 2 fouls so far. Have to be careful in this second half. Coach James calls for a motion. They're not getting in this arc, not getting any shots, and just like that, the ball is out of here. Lake Orion ball now.
Offensive trouble. Offensive not taking your opportunities. It's been the beat of the game.
Well, it's hard to take an opportunity when the Dragons have locked down D on you.
100%, but they need to do something, figure something out, and figure it out fast.
Uyghurs, Peplowski. Ebert, Peplowski again. Dinda loses it toward the basket. Was off a Cougar. Will stay down here. Dragons now also having tough times getting an open look.
And not really what I expected coming out here in the second leg as I predicted. Team's looking a little monotone, not really upbeat, still look a little bit confused on offense.
Heck dumps it off again. That ball is off a Cougar again.
Smart play by Heck right there, not touching the ball, just knowing that the Cougar touched it. She's not going to even try to make a play on it. And just, hey, let's settle the basketball and try to get another look.
Yeah, Ebert will throw this one in now. Finds Dinda down at the OA logo. Back to Ebert. Now Heck for 3. Air ball to the right. Finally, we'll be going back to the Cougars.
And Heck with an air ball. Like I've been saying again, another missed opportunity on offense. They had multiple chances. Ball went out of bounds, got the ball back. Just not really taking good shots.
LaPrairie. And that's taken there by Peplowski.
Good play by the senior right there with the steal.
Uyghurs will go up and draw the foul.
Now Uyghurs going to the line, trying to make it a 1-point game.
Yeah, it was a smart move by Peplowski. Didn't have an open break, had two Cougars in front of her, took a step back, wait for someone to develop, and drop it off to Uyghurs. First one is no good. Those are her first free throws from the night.
And she's probably going to knock the second one out right here. Not something you see from Uyghurs too often, missing both free throws.
Rebounded there by Sydney LaPrairie. Now Sarah LaPrairie dumps it off to Demetral. Prairie now goes toward the basket, throws it up, and a foul on Ebert, it looks like.
Now we're really going to start to see who can make their free throws. We just had 2 points missed for the Dragons. Let's see if the Cougars can capitalize.
She'll be shooting 2 on the line. It's now a 2-score game, up by 4.
This is not what the Dragons wanted, to get down 2 scores, especially when they've been having trouble scoring all night long.
Kowalczyk checks in, takes Peplowski out. A little drum roll there from the Dragon faithful.
And you look on the Stoney Creek Cougar sidelines, they're all in sync.
all with the foot cross.
The teams aren't adding much color to this game, but the bench sure is.
Ebert now. Drops it off to Uyghurs. Dinda thought about the 3. Heck takes it around town. Ebert in the paint. Tries to split 2 defenders, keeps the ball. Uyghurs for 3. Right there. Nothing but net on that one.
Bang, chicka, bang, bang. The Dragons are back in the game.
And a missed call, it looks like there. At least the Coliseum will say so. There'll be 2 more Cougars checking in. Looks like Sarah LaPrairie and Riley Binfett. Binfett with it right now. LaPrairie gets that one. Toward the basket, meets Kowalczyk under the basket.
And Kowalczyk gets called for a foul. Doesn't even move her arms. She was flat like a plank.
Just absorbs that one. Bridge is going to coach her up right here as they get another look from the line. 2 free throw shots coming here. And the goat in the crowd does not disrupt Miss LaPrairie. She'll sink the first one. Now, we were talking about a little disappointment from the student section here, but it looks like more people maybe just showed up a little late, but they're here now.
The crowd is ready for the second half. You know, busy night in the town of Lake Orion. You know, we have athletes of all sorts and kinds over there. They were busy getting their lifts, getting their gains, getting their runs, but they're here to cheer on their fella.
Ebert almost rolls right out. Rebounded there by the Cougars. LaPrairie now dumps it off. Skorich, no good, gets her own rebound, showing off the 6-foot height. And that one runs right out of here, but Cougars will keep it.
Cougars keep the ball, and the Dragons need to play some good D. If they get down a couple more points, it's going to look pretty grim for them.
Yeah, down 4, still a 2-score game. But things can turn around quickly here for the Dragons. Inbounds finds Skorich in the paint. She puts it up. No good there. Rebounded by 40, Kowalczyk. Uyghurs to Ebert. Now Dinda. Dinda for 3. Looks good and is.
Money. And just like that, the Dragons are back in the game. 18-19, they're only down 1.
Sarah LaPrairie. Round the court to Binfet.
One good thing we've seen this
And
second
a deep
half.
3. No good.
One thing we've seen this second half, though, is a little bit of less on the traveling of the basketball.
Kowalczyk goes up and 1. She'll be going to the line and adding 2 to the scoreboard. And Kowalczyk in the playoffs, she's something else, isn't she, Reese?
Playoff Kowalczyk coming up huge. As I referenced last game, she's wearing that number 40 proudly, making a run in playoffs, maybe like the Dragons led by their star number 40, Sean Hadegay.
I was going Kobe Manzo, but that works too.
Sean went D1.
Kobe's doing great things at Northern Michigan. First free
Hey.
throw. And it's good. Capitalizes.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
You know, Reese, not the smartest guy in the math department. That is only a 2-point lead. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
Hey, my bad on that one, folks.
Dimitrov now at the OAA. That was Binfet, one half of the Binfet sisters.
And this is what the Dragons needed. You can just see it on their faces.
And Mia Carson gives the ball up to the Dragons.
She was rolling with the travel. But exactly, this is what I was saying is the Dragons get a little bit of momentum. Up 2, they're gonna go down here, score another basket. You just gotta watch. They're ready.
We'll see if Reese can predict the future. We've seen him do it before, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can do it again tonight. Wishmeyer checks in the game. She has the ball. Uyghurs toward Heck under the paint. Layup is good. Right off the corner to the square into the basket.
And I was absolutely 110% right. That's exactly what they did, and they got to keep this up. If they can get in the Cougars' heads, it's what they need. Dragons look determined.
LaPrairie now drops it off to 13, Aaron Flynn. Sydney. Binfet now. In the corner, it's 15, LaPrairie.
The Cougars seem absolutely confused, do not know what to do. And Bridges is urging the crowd.
Bridges wants this crowd going. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. He wants.
And Bridges is telling them. Bridges is ecstatic. The Coliseum is rocking. He's red. He's fired up. The Dragons are going crazy, up 4 into this timeout.
Yeah, now when Bridges gets the crowd going, you have to get loud.
And I mean, look at him. He's talking to his girls right now. He's saying, we have them pinned down. We smell blood in the water. What do you do when there's blood in the water? You kill. That is exactly what you do, and that's what the Dragons are going to go. Breathe fire down the Cougars' throats and end them. The Cougars are absolutely dumbfounded.
Now you got to think when the crowd's going, not only are your players excited, but the Cougars can't hear the play call.
Yeah.
Can't hear each other. It's hard to communicate. As I said, they had to take a timeout, had to get this, the loudness of the Coliseum to die down just a little bit. But knowing this Dragon faithful, they're going to get right back out of here.
The Coliseum is rocking, Lyndon.
The Coliseum is at its best when it's rocking, I have to say.
It's a place where memories are made.
We'll see if Dragons can make one, maybe even the Cougars here tonight. LaPrairie, Bridges getting the crowd going up again. And for the first time, I think this entire school year, a chant, a defense call under the basket there, Flynn. Now to Dimitrov, now for a wide 3, air ball.
Air ball, things seem to be swinging in the Dragons' favor. You gotta love it.
Just good basketball and a good time here in the Coliseum.
Chloe Uyghurs making her look every which way.
That'll be some stoppage. foul there on Kowalczyk. Didn't quite see what happened there, but Bob Bridges saying wipe it. Next play. Let's go and get him next time.
He's doing everything he can to not let this momentum drop. He started to sniff it and smell it out, but it's starting to die down after that.
McCaffrey comes in the game, takes out Dinda. As Cougars now have the ball in a 4-point deficit with just over a minute here in the third quarter. Sarah LaPrairie. And another chant here. This is that hometown advantage you get when you have playoffs in your district, in your own stadium. That shot is good though. Cuts down the lead to 2. That was 15, Sydney LaPrairie.
The Dragons are gonna look to counter.
Kowalczyk, round to Heck.
Layoff P.
Wishmeyer to Heck. Heck tries to get that one over and will be shooting 2.
As she was fouled hard, dancing her way through the middle.
She'll have 2 look from the light. First one is good. This is Heck's 9th free throw coming up. Excuse me, the 5th. That is no good. Rebounded offensively, and Coach Bridges wants a timeout.
More high school games than ever before can be seen live every week on the MHSAA TV website. The school's broadcast program continues to grow with more and more schools using the NFHS network. Automated production solution Pixelot to show games and during postseason tournaments. Over 700 hours of championship action will be available this year. Check it out at mhsaa.tv.
Just under 30 seconds here left in the third quarter, and this place is rocking. Dragons have a 3-point lead over, I'd call them rivals in girls basketball, over Stoney Creek. It's been one-sided. The Cougars are 11-0 since 2009, and things might be changing here tonight.
100%. I mean, the Dragons are just sick of losing to this Stoney Creek girls basketball team. They're looking forward to maybe getting this win tonight.
And I'll tell you, talking pregame, no one wants to win this game more than head coach Bob Bridges. I believe it's his 4th year here coaching, and he wants to turn this program around. Sullivan will save that one. Wishmeyer now makes a move. Now to Heck. At the line. McCaffrey. Heck. Thought about it. Gives it back out to Wishmeyer. Ebert tries a 3 right before the buzzer. However, it won't go in. 24-21. Dragons with a 3-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in this exciting fourth quarter coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. We're back at Lake Orion High School, the Coliseum, 24-21, Lady Dragons with a 3-point lead. Reese, talking pregame, did not think we'd be here right now.
100%. You seemed a little doubtful of the Dragons after them not winning a game in over 5,000 days, which I have to admit, that's powerhouse. That's absolute domination. That's more than that. I don't know how I could compare that to anything. Maybe Lake Orion Clarkson football. Not even.
2019.
Exactly, not even. And I mean, that's domination. So
yeah, over 5,000 days since the Dragons have beat the Cougars, and they look to have an open opportunity right here tonight. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We have an exciting one right here. Ebert gives it to Dinda, and that one rolls to the green. Yeah, Bridges says, give me some defense. Let's see what they can do here.
Bridges just wants to hold on to this lead for the fourth quarter.
That's a no shot there. Foul on number 13, Grace Sullivan. No free throws, but she'll be throwing this one in.
And that's the Dragons' 5th team foul this half.
And getting closer and closer to the bonus, which in a close game is someone you don't want to be in. Dinda gives this one to Wishmeyer for the turnover. Ebert in the corner for 3, almost, but no good. Rebounded offensively. Wishmeyer almost had the 3. Now to Sullivan for it. No good, rebounded there. Mia Carson for the Cougars. And a deep pass knocked out of here by Sullivan.
Good play by Sullivan. Absolutely defensive back type play. Looking a little bit like Jalen Ramsey. Not in the Super Bowl, though.
Inbound finds Demetrol. LaPrairie with it. Tries to get a move on Sullivan. Her shot no good. She hits the floor hard. Jump ball. It'll stay with the Cougars, though.
And that's Dragon basketball. Tough and mean. Let her fall.
Sarah LaPrairie is throwing this one in. And that's a 5-second violation, ladies and gentlemen. You only get 5 seconds to throw this one in, and she ran out of time.
That's just not what you want. Again, an offensive mistake by the by the Cougars right there. Just not really capitalizing on their opportunities.
Ebert, round town to Wishmeyer. Finds Stroshine in the paint. She gets her own rebound. And a foul on the Cougars. Number 15, Sydney LaPrairie. Can't do that one. Ebert to Dinda. Dinda finds a lane, goes up, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Stroshine offensively, and she'll put it in.
And the Dragons get up 5. I did my math right that time, Lyndon.
Let me check. 1, 2. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
That's a 2-possession lead for the Dragons. That's huge.
Of course. Just over 6 remaining in the game. Scorich. How about that one?
The floater like she's John Stockton. Or my good friend Larry Bird.
Wishmeyer. Ebert with opposition. Loses it, falls on it. It'll be knocked around. Someone's got to get it. It's back up again. Ebert, I believe, is at the bottom of the pile. They'll call a jump ball. We'll be staying with Lake Orion, though. That looked like a fumble in football right there.
That ball was bouncing and houncing.
I think it found 5 different players' hands before finally reeled in by 2 to get the jump ball.
Looked like a rugby scrum.
Ebert gives it to Dinda. Ebert around to Heck in the corner. Tough opposition by the 6-foot Scorich there. Katie Van Heck's back in the game, and she'll have it. Dumps it off to Dinda. And Stoney Creek fans are loving this one. Uyghurs roll it on out of here. As Scorich with a wide open lane. And you got to make that no good.
Just bricks a wide open layup, giving the Dragons a great opportunity.
And you can't lose it there. But Wiegers does. It's a foul on Katie Van Heck, number 41 of the Dragons.
Folks, this one's going to be good. It looks like it's going down to the wire. Especially for both of these teams being so high-powered offense, very high scoring usually. I mean, them both scoring just around 25 points, not something you usually see.
Yeah, both these teams in the past have put up over 60 points on teams, so they're not afraid to score. But tonight, getting tough defense from both. And that'll be a travel. Count that as the 11th of the game. Thought they were going to call that as a shooting foul. They won't.
Better than the first half, though, Lyndon. This is the first travel of the second half. Maybe a little bit of a relief.
Ebert with it. Needs to get this one across half. She will. Dinda Heck. Ebert goes up. She'll lose it. Stolen there by Demetrol. As the Cougars turn this thing around with Sydney LaPrairie. Now with Carson under the basket. That was LaPrairie again. Carson tries to get the rebound.
And they're calling a foul on this one. Van Heck saying, definitely not agreeing with it.
Yeah, she'll be going to the line and shooting two right here. Has a chance to make this a 1-point game.
The Dragon faithful getting a little bit rowdy.
And it proves successful. She'll miss the first one. Second shot.
The rumble echoes the stadium. She goes to shoot.
And that one is good. 2-point game. Now to Wiegers. Dinda will try and cross half court, and that is a double dribble. Cougars ball with under 4 minutes left in the game. 1-score game. They need something here. Binfet. Guarded by Heck here. Carson. She'll give it away, and a three. Wow, number 20, Sarah LaPrairie, with opposition in her face, well beyond the arc.
LaPrairie hits the deep three to take the lead with 3:30 left in the game. What a shot.
The offenses are starting to come alive here, ladies and gentlemen. Stoney Creek now with a 1-point lead. Let's see if the tide changes fully with the momentum.
Yeah, you know, this is a great game, especially a great fourth quarter. Seen a lot of lead changes in the second half, going back and forth. This is playoff basketball all day long. Two great teams, two of the best in the OAA. I mean, this is an absolute slugfest. Love to see it.
Yeah, from here on out, it's very rare you see a blowout. And even more rare you see a one-point game. Normally it's like 10-point lead. But no, we're here in a good game here in the Coliseum. 1-point lead by the Cougars.
100% Lyndon. And there's music bumping, people waving, people dancing. You know, there's a lot of energy in this crowd tonight. People are ready. And
Players will be returning to the court here.
And no one is more ready than that man, Mr. Rob Bridges.
He's born for moments like this. We'll see if Coach James can rebuttal. Wiegers is throwing this one in. Full court press, of course, here by the Cougars. Finds Ebert. And she'll cross half court. Now to Dinda at the LO. No, Ebert I think maybe for the first time in her career, is scoreless in the fourth.
And Katie Van Heck goes up strong but gets fouled on the way.
Yeah, like I was saying, Ebert does not have a single point yet. This might be the first time ever really putting the Cougars' best defender on Ebert and limiting her. But then you see players like Heck really start to put numbers on the scoreboard.
100%.
Van Heck here at the line. First one bounces around and says no good. Kendall Binfett, the 5'6" senior, comes back into the game. Now Van Heck with this one has an opportunity to tie it.
Van Heck looks determined to tie this game up.
And she will. 27 all.
3:15 to play, 27-27. This is gonna go right down to the wire.
La Prairie. Carson now to Binfett. Back to La Prairie.
And you gotta watch out for number 20, La Prairie, as she can shoot from about anywhere on the court.
Yeah, she's not scared to pull it from any direction, any which way. And Ebert, what a steal. High points that one. And now Heck for three. Right in there.
Boom, Dragons up 3 just like that. A steal and a beautiful finish. The crowd's going crazy. The Dragons just might be playing for a district championship.
La Prairie, foul there. She'll be shooting 2. Foul there was on Uyghurs. There's 2:23 left in the fourth quarter as La Prairie goes to the line.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, folks. It is not 3:15, 2:23 left in the game.
First one is good. 2-point game as Peplowski now checks in, takes Van Heck out. Then also along, Demetrol will check in, takes Kendall Binfett out.
And that makes it 28-30, 2-point game.
Second one gets right in the basket. 1-point game here. La Prairie, or excuse me, Ebert. Heck. And that's a timeout taken by Coach Bridges.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Lake Orion High School Dragon Broadcast Program. Stay up to date with us, social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit our website at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. Learn more about our classes, watch our shows on demand, and check out our upcoming live broadcast schedule. It's all on our website. Thank you for tuning in.
1-point game here in the field house, ladies and gentlemen. Dragons have a 1-point lead over the Stoney Creek Cougars. Now, with a tough first half, with all 10 travel calls, really rebounding here in the second half.
100%. Both teams have picked it up, played way better basketball. Both teams want this win. Here's look, Stoney Creek, if you're a senior on that team, you do not want to be part of that senior class that isn't an underachieving team. That's one of the worst things you can do. But the Dragons, senior Liv Peplowski, senior Katie Van Heck, Maddie Wolf, Caitlin Mitchell, they want to go out saying, yeah, we are the team to take down the Cougars.
The team to take down the Cougars. That's something that stays on the wall here at Lake Orion. Something you'll be remembered by. For the next year, they say only 365 days since the Cougars have won.
And the Dragon faithful are already on their feet with 2 minutes left in this one.
That's Uyghurs. Peplowski. Peplowski has a jump shot earlier, tries to double that one, but she'll be fouled. That's a foul on 21, Ella Demetrol. Inbound finds Uyghurs as Hex now under the basket. Double guarded, gets it back out to Uyghurs. Thought about the three. Now to Ebert. Goes around. Heck. And that is the 12th travel.
And the travels might be coming back to haunt the Dragons. You're under 2. You gotta play some clean basketball. Let's see what the Cougars can do.
La Prairie now finds Skorich, and she'll be fouled going to the line now. Skorich so far is 2 for 2 on free throws. Definitely not the player you want going to the line if you're the Dragons.
100%. If she makes both of them, they take the lead. Makes one, tie ball game. Doesn't get any, Dragons remain.
Makes all 2. It's a Stoney Creek lead, which will not be occurring. Best she can do right now is to tie the game, or maybe even get a rebound offensively, put it back up and go up. Still an option. Demetral comes back into the game. That's number 21, right behind Skorich. She gets that one. Tie ball game, 130.
130, 30-30. Both these teams want it. That's an over and back.
Now, if you're the Dragons, that's just easy basketball. You have to catch that one.
It's those last-minute jitters. Let's see if the Cougars will do the same, or will they prevail?
Sydney LaPrairie will withhold the inbound as the Stoney Creek Cougars call a timeout.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Lake Orion High School Dragon Broadcast Program. You can watch LOHS sports and events all year. This includes varsity boys and varsity girls basketball. Tomorrow, the varsity boys play in their final regular season game. First place is on the line as they host Birmingham Girls at 7 p.m. And the girls' playoff continues this Friday, with the district's finals being at 6 p.m. It costs less than $11 per month to watch sporting events, and nearly half of the subscription money goes back to our LOHS program. Tune in online at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. A minute 30 left in this game, Linden. 30-30. You're Coach Bob Bridges. You're on defense. What are you telling your team?
We have to get a turnover. Obviously, there's not enough time for them to even make it, us to make it, and we're in a shootout. There's only a minute 30. We have to get a turnover, capitalize on them not scoring, and getting us up.
100%, Linden. I mean, let's see what they can do. You can feel the nerves in this room, from the players to the coaches to the parents.
And that one is now with Sydney LaPrairie. Try and find a lane, blocked there. Opposition by Peplowski. Cougars get the rebound though, minute 15. And the Dragon faithful want to travel on that one. They won't get it. 3-point attempt there by Binfez, no good, rebounded by Dinda. Dragons ball now, and Bob Bridges wants a timeout.
Bridges calls a full. Minute left in the game, 30-30. Bridges calls a timeout. I just asked you which is in Bridges' head, but I'm going to tell you. Bridges right now is telling his team, let's go get a bucket. He's saying. So right now, Bridges saying, let's go get a bucket. He's going to draw up some good play, just like I was saying, just like Bobby Knight. Pull up with some great play. Like you said, 5,000 days have been awaited for this single moment, and you, ladies and gentlemen, are getting to witness it in the next minute.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Bob Bridges, if I know anything about him, is he can draw up a play, and when he draws up a play, there's a good chance of it working. As they are now doing the breakdown and returning to the court.
As you can see by his age, he's been around for a while. He knows the ins and outs.
4 timeouts left with a minute 3. We could be here for a while.
We could. This might go down as a classic in the Coliseum.
Ooh, got a good ring to it.
It does, yes, sir.
Ebert.
The clock is under a minute.
Wishmeyer. Now, if you look, I'd say these 5 Dragons on the court are the 5 most accurate Lady Dragons this team has to offer. You got Kylie Heck, Taylor Dinda, Wiegers, Ebert, and Wishmeyer, who we know can drop a 3.
100%, and they're betting on scoring. It looks like they might be subbing in Sullivan for Wishmeyer so she doesn't have to play defense.
Yeah, Wiegers Wiegers at the line. But yeah, no doubt about it. Sullivan's just a better player on defense, and who you're gonna want after a free throw is made.
Dragons take the lead with 48.4 seconds left in this one.
And that was a free throw courtesy of the bonus, so we are 1-1, made the first one. Let's see if Wiegers, deep breaths, can make the second one. And she will.
And just like that, the Dragons are up 2.
La Prairie.
She fights through the pick.
Now Binfet, we've seen her miss a 3 from there before, just not long ago. Tries to find Mia Carson, but won't. That ball is out of here, and Dragons have the ball back.
Dragons have the ball, 30 seconds left in the game, up 2. The crowd is loving it, but they're still a little bit nervous. This game is far from over, folks.
No doubt about it. A lot of timeouts left, and Everett gets the ball there. Back to Wiegers.
Throw.
Stoney Creek Cougars want to travel on Everett. They won't have it, though. Heck, back to Everett. Dinda. Now, you got to imagine they're just going to throw this one around for a little bit. Not too worried about points.
Throw it.
And, of course, they're going to foul her. That's the 9th foul. And so she will be 1-1.
15 seconds left on the clock. This free throw is huge, though. She misses it. Cougars get the ball back, and a 3 wins them the game. She hits it. All they can do is tie the game.
And then, but if she makes both of them, it's impossible for them to score or win without shooting and making 2.
100%. This game's going to be something else. These free throws mean everything. The Dragon faithful wishing.
Sullivan's no good. Rebounded offensively by Dinda. She goes to the ground. Jump ball called. Going to the Cougars.
Oh, folks, 13 seconds left. There might be a Hail Mary. Folks, the Coliseum is on edge. People on their toes. Let's see what happens.
Now, the good thing for the Cougars right here is you don't have to shoot a 3. You can get a 2 and still go to overtime. Under 10 seconds left. Timeout there called by head coach Kellen James. Now, with the home field advantage here, us being at districts in Lake Orion's home stadium, an obvious advantage is the student section. The student section, of course, it's always a known thing. You always start the countdown 3 seconds early or 5 seconds early. So as the clock is actually at 5, you heard the student section go 3, 2, 1. And head coach Kellen James doesn't want that affecting his players, calling a timeout saying, hey, wait, don't listen to them. We have 5 seconds. Count in your head. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi,
Maybe
5.
a little bit quicker than that. Hey, but you're 100% right, Lyndon. I mean, this game's straight down to the wire. As you can see, La Prairie knows how to shoot. She's made 3 threes already today for them, I believe. Maybe only 2. But she can shoot the 3 ball, let me tell you. So you got to believe they're putting their best defender, I believe Chloe Wiegers, probably on her. They're tightening this D up. Trust me, you don't want to go out on
If
a
I'm Kellen
shot.
Moore, Kellen James, I'm getting the ball here to Sydney La Prairie, number 15, the 5'6" senior. She has 4 field goals on the night, plus some free throws. And look at that, number 10, Mia Carson. Hits the top of the backboard, taken, rebounded, and thrown up by Erin Flynn. And Lady Dragons, for the first time in 5,000 days, beat the Stoney Creek Cougars in the second round of districts.
The Dragons pull off the miracle on ice. They do it.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. The Lady Dragons are not going home tonight.
Unbelievable. Bridges is ecstatic. This whole place is ecstatic. The players can't believe it. What a victory. Bridges is pointing to the student section.
Yeah, the student section came in handy. showing up, getting loud, throwing the Stoney Creek Cougars off their offense. But we talked to Bridges before the season even started. He said the one bullet mark, the one highlight on the schedule is Stoney Creek. He said we are not leaving without a win on the Stoney Creek. Didn't get in the regular season, gets the rebound, and wins it here in playoffs to send them to the final district game on Friday, again here in the Coliseum against the Rochester Eagles.
And let me tell you, the Dragons are coming for another revenge game. They do not want the Falcons to get a win on them again.
Yeah, Rochester won just 2 games ago, 25-45. But that doesn't mean much as they lost to Stoney Creek in their 3rd game. But they managed to pull off the win here. Why not again? Now, of course, this is a special moment not only for the Dragons, but for the Cougars. This is a lot of their players' last games. Kendall Binfet, Milana Skoric, Sydney LaPrairie, Ella Demetral, Mackenzie Walker. I know a lot of them had really great seasons, obviously, with not only on the team, but as individuals. And it's sad to see them take their final steps on the court. But you got to be excited for the Lake Orion Dragons. 5,192 days. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from the Fieldhouse. Thank you for watching this presentation of Dragon Sports. Today's game is a copyrighted presentation of Lake Orion High School's Dragon Broadcasting Program. Once again, the final score of tonight's varsity girls basketball game, Lake Orion 32, Stoney Creek 30. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew and my partner, Reese Meach, I've been Lyndon Potter. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you back here on Friday as Lake Orion takes on Rochester. Have a great night, everyone.
Peace.